Hello, everyone, and welcome to League Review. I'm your host, William, and we're finally doing the LPL again. It's been a while since last Sunday we were also at the finals for NA. We have. No, I'd have them as the gauntlet winners, but they've already sealed it. So I have FB. That's because I had IG. I got it. But yeah, we've been doing pretty decent in our predictions for the playoffs, which makes sense if you were here last time. We finished the season 88 and 32. That is a solid. We didn't quite hit the 75% pick rate which we wanted, but we hit a 73.3%, which is very very impressive, especially for the LPL. This is the one I'm the most happy with out of all regions. Excuse me. But yeah, we were just 2 games away from that 75%. 2 games throughout the year. If I would have this little rough patch right here, if I would have just popped the game in right here, or if I didn't pick Vici there. But no, Vici actually helped me out a lot in week 11, and I finished 11 and 3. They got my prediction right there, and I had my Sunning RNG. RNG failing me against Billy was kind of the main downfall, and Sunning just being Sunning. They failed me in both games, which I was worried about because they weren't really playing for anything. So that's on me. Anyway, this was. Let's see how the LPL. Oh, I have the playoffs right here. Let's put this over here. Let's see how it's been since then, and we'll talk about the last 2 series, and then we'll talk third place and finals match. First round was. There we go. First round was EDG versus Sunning and Lining versus IG. I had EDG over Sunning, so that was correct. That was a good one. I had IG over most teams, and them getting 3-0'd by LNG is stunning to me. Did not expect that whatsoever. So that one was incorrect. So I was 1-1 so far. I had Billy above EDG in this weird prediction thing I did, so that was good. That's 2-1, and I also had RNG over Lining, so that's 3-1. Fun plus Phoenix I had over Billy and RNG over top. I have them up there, so we're 5-1 in our series predictions. For game wise, I would have said this one would have gone game 5. Would have got this one completely wrong. This one would have gone 5 as well. I would have predicted, so that would have been good. This one I would have said probably I'd say 3-0. I'd have said 3-2 and 3-1. 3-1 was a good one there, but regardless. 5-1 in predicting them, and the only big surprise for me so far in the China podcast or China playoffs are IG being eliminated, and it shouldn't be. I think I'm just in shock and doubt still. Like this team is supposed to be so good, and they're getting 3-0'd in the playoffs that they're barely making the playoffs. I don't know. It's interesting to say the least. But yeah, the games that happened this weekend. Let's talk about those. First, we had Fun Plus Phoenix versus Billy. Let's go to the match history. Unfortunately, it looks like they don't have the match history. Or they only have... I forgot. I hate this page. But... Nope. There we go. But, oh, no, guess not. Don't know why. I'm gonna exit out. I don't like that. I don't like getting these the China websites are not safe for the computer. But anyway, FPX, they won game number 1 against Billy. No, they lost game number 1 against Billy. That was the crazy thing, is that let's open up the Reddit, because Reddit is a safe website. Let's click here to see spoilers. Okay, game number 1, Billy versus Fun Plus Phoenix. Billy won in 37 minutes. Podcast is not over yet, Lars. Shut up. I'm going to be doing a stream right after this if you guys are here for about a horror game with my friend Lars. It's a co-op horror game. I don't even remember the name, but it's the new one that came out. So we're going to be playing that in just a bit. Anyway, ADD on the Akali was popping off. Kuro on the Nico. Very good. I love Billy, and shout out to Ryan as well for Billy. They gave me a little scare here and gave me a little bit of doubt with Fun Plus Phoenix last year being the first place team in spring and immediately choking in the playoffs, and then losing their very first game of the playoffs this year as well, or this split in summer. And I was really worried because Doinby's Rumble, just he was never in the correct place at the correct time. They were kind of like using him as a split pusher a little bit, and then just fighting without him, which doesn't really work when Rumble's a really good. The team comp is Jarvan ults, and then Rumble ults on top of the ult, and it makes sense. And and Gangplank ults on that, so you have just wide AOE in the Jarvan ult. Like that's your execution in your team fights, and they just weren't doing that. I mean, hell, Akali and Kuro also played amazing as well. Game number 2, though, I mean, that game ended in 37 minutes. Game number 2 was also 37 minutes, but this time it was all Fun plus Phoenix. This was all Doinby on the Kiana. Kiana is one of the... Hi, Idol. How are you? I haven't talked to you in like a week. Are you upset that I got 73% instead of your 66% prediction? How have you been? But yeah, Kiana... No, I'm streaming. Oh, I don't have a light. My light's broken. I thought that was my brother came in here to turn on the light, but my light is burnt out, so that's sad. Anyway, Doinby was the MVP of this game. Kiana is the champion that is such a feast or famine champion where you do not get my announcement that I'm online. What the hell? I wonder if it's related to Streamlabs being so broken. Like I'm gonna uninstall it completely again for like the third time, and then reinstall it, and then just like maybe I don't even know. I'm gonna try and solve that. I hate Streamlabs so much. It doesn't work properly anymore, and it makes me sad. Maybe I'll go back to OBS. I still have OBS down here. I can try that. Maybe I'll try that. Kiana though. Dominate this game with Doinby 9-2. LWX also on the Varus was disgusting. I just thought that, just in general, they pretty much destroyed Billy after that first game. Because even game 3 was a 10k gold lead, and Pantheon on Doinby's Pantheon is the most frustrating thing to play against because he's doing the man drop on cooldown. It is going bot lane or top lane, but it's usually bot lane. But this was Gimgoon as well on the Mordekaiser, just destroying AD Kennen. AD Kennen sucks. They were saying like, oh, AD Kennen is good to like split push against Mordekaiser. It's not. It didn't work at all, and I hate AD Kennen so much. So seeing that picked and losing that badly kind of made me feel good. Made me feel a little bad for BLG, But yeah, I think it's a terrible pick. I've always thought it was a terrible pick. If you're gonna pick a split pusher, pick someone other than Kennen. That's it. Like if you're gonna pick a team fighter, you can pick Kennen because he can do some fantastic team fights with the AP ratios with his ult on the flank. It's really good. But if you're gonna pick a split pusher, there's like 6 split pushers: Camille, Jax, Lolly. I'll take a Lolly as a split pusher. And she's not even that big of a split pusher, but she can handle a 2v1 very well. That's all I was trying to think of off the top of my head. Ugh. I hate AD Kennen so much. And game number 4 was all about Fun plus Phoenix. In the game, they won the game, but they were actually long games for Fun plus Phoenix because, as they said in the stats on the when I was watching the game, I think it was a little trivia. Fun plus Phoenix has not taken an Elder Drake all split, and I don't think they didn't take any here either. So like Fun plus Phoenix has never taken an Elder Drake before this split, though they're like the best team in the world, I would say. And that is such a weird stat because they are just doing so much. Like they win so fast and they destroy you so quickly that it just crushes them. Like Doinby on Rise again. I would argue that Doinby's Rise at the moment, I haven't seen Faker's Rise in a while, but it rivals Faker's Rise, I would say. I love Doinby's Rise. He's so creative with his build and just the amount of damage. His only issue is he doesn't split push. He did this game, but split push isn't necessarily the best, but he's really good with team fights. Just absolutely destroy. I love his Rylai's the Rylai's and the what's it called? Righteous Glory. There we go. Righteous Glory build. I think it's just genius on that champion. And I love that everyone else has been doing it lately. I don't think he actually did this game though. But yeah. this guy, the FPX is finally gonna make Worlds. I'm so excited for them. I really hoped with the next series I was hoping for top as well to seal Worlds. Just to see both of them 100%. But unfortunately, that did not happen. Though I did not predict that to happen. I actually predicted it correctly as we had RNG versus Top Esports. First game, insane. This was a 45-minute game. This game was. I wish we could see the gold graph here. This game was within a 2K margin for both teams back and forth the entire game until like the last like 4 minutes or so. Like it was so fun to watch. Oh, I know, Dwayne B cried. I saw that. I felt so happy for him. Like, I mean, like, think about it. This guy, like, I've only been watching LPL for a year, and I've loved what Dwayne B does. But, like, you just hear all the stories constantly how his team either struggles or he's only a regular season beast, and then in the playoffs, he chokes, which arguably you can definitely make that argument as he's never made it to Worlds and he's never made it like to finals or anything like. Has he never made a World? I don't think he has. But he just always chokes in the playoffs. So seeing them absolutely secure a spot in Worlds, no matter the outcome of the next match, is fantastic. But yeah, this game number 1 was just back and forth constantly. I thought XX was having a very bad game this game. His Sejuani was not tanky at all, but he was facing 45-minute Vladimir. But being the front line when Vlad would do his Q and then like his burst, not his pool, but his burst attack, his E, I think it is. I don't play Vlad. But whatever his 2 burst attacks were that weren't the ult, Sejuani would lose like 80% of her health. And I'm like, oh, you do not want your front line to do that. Knight was trying to keep them alive so well with that Corki. There was a lot of back and forth, really close team fights. Every team fight was going 3-2, 2-3 type situations until the very end. And I mean, even hell, at the end, it was only a 5K gold lead where RNG basically had Elder Drake, and then they just had the Baron buff at the end, and they just forced it. Like they just completely forced getting the 2 Nexus towers, the Nexus. Because, I mean, you're at max, everyone's at max build. If you all just hit the Nexus, when you have 5 people, you're going to burn the Nexus in like 2 seconds, which is what they did. Even if you're getting attacked, and it worked out very well for them. And at that moment, I was like, it's probably over for top, because they threw everything they had. They honestly should have had this game. I thought they were playing very safe around the Baron quite often. I think it was Raz and Clement, I believe, that were arguing back and forth during the thing, and I really enjoyed listening to that, where Clement was more on the safe side, and he agreed with Top's, like, slow, like, trying to bait RNG out, but Raz was definitely like, no, you gotta go for those plays. You gotta attack the Baron. If you're in a 4v5 situation against RNG, you have to capitalize on that, because RNG is always going to win late game team fights. They are so good at team fighting, especially with Uzi. Just like Uzi is in peak form, as you know the meme, or he's in insane form, I should say. And oh man, it's just, you can't do that. You can't give them. They gave them like a good 10 minutes of opportunities there to not take the Baron. In the second RNG had the opportunity to take the Baron, they teleported with Uzi, instant took the Baron, and as you can see, they ended up taking the next 3. They took 3 Barons that game, and they secured the win on the final one. Game 2 was almost a perfect game. The only thing that Top Sports had was a Mountain Drake. That was it. No kills, no assists, no towers, nothing. Just a huge blowout. Right after that, just terrible 45-minute loss. They lose in 26 minutes. Just absolutely Zhahu. Zoe is always disgusting. Ezreal for Uzi, also always disgusting. This team is disgusting. That's why I predicted them to actually win the LPL in the playoffs. Third game, I was honestly, this game shocked me when after seeing Top lose a heartbreaker here and then lose a just like getting blown out in the next game. I'm like, okay, it's over. Their mental is boom. Like there's nothing Knight can do, and then Knight pulled off the miracle. And Loken had a really good Kai'Sa game as well, but Knight, especially on the Corki, is just, he's the MVP for the 16th time this split, by the way. Like insane. He's the best mid laner in the world, in my opinion. And he's so good. Played the Corki, just absolutely beat down all of them. long X or long shoe. He just did not have not have it with the Aatrox game 0-4. The ranked, I mean, he didn't get any kills, but the Elise for XX, this was the first game of XX actually played really well when he went onto the Elise, which was pretty good. Game 4, however, was actually a quicker win than Game 2 for RNG, and this mostly came off of what I would consider better jungle wins. You had Jiaohu on Nico as well, go 3-0, and Uzi on Sivir go 11-0-5. Ignore that for a second. The reason why they were able to do that, in my opinion, was because Karsa on Skarner, he's 0-2, sure, but Karsa shut down Elise or XX like immediately. Like Elise had nothing going for her. I think she was down 20 CS and she was like 1-2 and Skarner hadn't died and he had like 3 assists or 4 assists or something like that by that time, and like Elise did not gain any pressure for being the early game she was supposed to be the early game jungler, and Skarner actually resulted in quite a few of her deaths. I believe 2 of them, and that was the one I remember for sure was around the Baron pit, and she tried running away, and just Skarner ulted before she could jump up in the air. Just Skarner ulted her away into the Nico ult for Jiaohu, and Jiaohu got the kill. And Elise from that point on was kind of useless. If you have Elise and Kiana and you're not getting ahead on either of them, which was the game plan, which makes sense, you can do that on a Skarner. XX and Knight just were not able to get ahead, and when they're behind, both of those champions are pretty much completely useless. So yeah, we're gonna see RNG and FunPlus Phoenix in the finals, which should be super exciting, as I think those are probably two. You could argue, I know, with G2 in there as well, but 2 of the top 3 best teams in the world, I'd say. And hell, even SKT and Fnatic. Fnatic played out their minds and unfortunately got reverse sweep, but we'll talk about that on LEC. Let's talk predictions though. Again, this is gonna be quicker because we don't have too many games to cover, and we're going to be streaming right after this for horror game. But we have BLG versus Top Esports. Winner, I believe, goes to Gauntlet. Let's check the let's check the champion points. So currently Top has already made Gauntlet, but is Billy been mathematically eliminated from Gauntlet? No, they haven't. Okay, this has them mathematically eliminated, but they're not. I know better than this website. I think. Let's see. Fails to qualify for regional finals. They do not fail. I don't know why it says they're failed here. Look at this. Listen, website here. I know more than Wikipedia. It's very simple math. The tiebreaker for this is who has the team that gained the most points in Summer Split. Okay. Billy gets 3rd place. RNG or FunPlus Phoenix, they're both made it to Worlds. They're both confirmed Worlds right now, no matter what. So these 2 will not face Gauntlet. 3 teams in Gauntlet. IG's clinched Gauntlet. Top Esports has finished Gauntlet. Billy finishes in 3rd place. They take down Top Esports. They go to the Gauntlet. JD Gaming does not. That's that simple. They get 70. They have 70. They have the tiebreaker. They have the tiebreakers because 70 is better than 0. So I don't know why this has them mathematically out of it, but they shouldn't be. So this is a very, very important series for Billy. Like, we're talking crucial. Worlds on the line level. Like, they win they have a shot for Worlds. They have to go through IG and Top for it, but they definitely have a shot. And if they lose, they will not have the shot. So, and at the same time, Top can defeat Billy, but this match does not mean anything to them. So, I'm actually probably going to look towards Billy winning this game because Top doesn't want to share too much of what they're going to do because they're going to be really focused. If we go back to the champion points, they're really going to be focused on IG and the winner, or Billy if they beat them, or JD Gaming. So they could, hypothetically, they take down Billy, they don't have to face them again. But if they don't show anything and Billy shows a lot, you can get a big advantage in the Gauntlet by knowing a lot of Billy's champs and stuff like that, or like comps and stuff. So there's that possibility. Or you can go against JD Gaming, who's had a significantly weaker summer split. I mean, they didn't have a strong spring split. They had a strong spring playoffs, but they were 8th place in spring, I believe, and they finished 10th place in summer. So they really didn't have a great year altogether. They just had that one miracle like few weeks, pretty much. But yeah, I'm thinking there's a lot on the line for Billy. I don't think Top is going to want to show as much and this game does not matter to them at all as they have clinched the gauntlet and they can't get any further. So I think that Billy will be able to take it from there, from that perspective. I also think that from the perspective of team fighting, Top has the best player on the Rift with Knight, obviously. But outside of that, I'd put ADD slightly above 369. It's very close. Meteor, I would put above XX, though, for sure. And I would put Jinzhao over Loken, I think. And that, no, I might put Loken over Jinzhao. But I would definitely put Jinmo over Ben. Ben has struggled quite a bit. He struggled a lot in that RNG series as well. But yeah, I think Billy is just a better team fighting team in general. They both like to take the game kind of slow comparatively for LPL teams. They're still fast compared to other teams. But I really think that Billy should probably take this anyway. You could say, with just the way they've played, and I think it will be a 3-2. It'll be close. No, they'll take a 3-1 because they'll take a game. Top will take a game, and then on the second game, the third game, I should say, the second game that Billy win, Top will be mentally checked out by that point. So I'm gonna go 3-1 on that. And then finally, the next will be Fun Plus Phoenix versus RNG. I've already predicted. You don't think Loken or Jin over? What do you mean by that? No way Loken or Jin over. I like Loken. I don't know. I think Loken plays pretty aggressive for Top. He makes a lot of mistakes with that. He kind of reminds me a little bit about a worse, younger Jackie Love in that sense. He makes a lot of mistakes, but when he pops off on the Kaisa, he pops off. But Fun Plus Phoenix versus RNG, I think I predicted already RNG. To be fair, like RNG came into the season or the end of the season, they kind of struggled actually towards the very very end. But before, let's see, they got 2-0'd by Billy. They went 2-1 against JDG, and then they 2-1 there, 2-1 there, and they got one. So they were 3-2 in their last 5 games. No way Loken is better. I'm gonna say Jinzhao is better. But like I like Loken more than a lot of people do. I understand that I am in the minority in liking Loken. I do think Jinzhao is probably better. I'll concede that. But I think it's the same issue I had with for the I'm glad it's paid off for me now, but I've been saying for like since Immortals, I thought Cody-san was the second best ADC in NA, and I'm very happy that he had that kind of fallout with 100 Thieves, and then I was like, maybe I was wrong, but now he's resurged again with Clutch Gaming, and I'm very happy about that. So I hope for my sake it happens again with like Loken like this, where he steps up better than that, but I'll give you Jinzhao. I'll give you it. Yeah, so the final one, Fun Plus Phoenix versus RNG. This is a series to watch. It probably won't be as exciting as G2 versus Fnatic, because I don't think if anything can be as exciting as that, which is really weird to say of an Eastern team compared to Western regions and the LPL. I love the LPL, but that series between G2 and Fnatic is a series for the ages. That was Game 5 sucked, but outside of that, like the first Game 3 of that series is fantastic to go watch. Hell, all of them. I mean, it's just crazy picks. They all worked. It was so good. It was a very good series. But yeah, this one is going to be Doinby versus Xiaohu. I think obviously Doinby has the edge there, but Doinby is I mean, Zhaohu's no pushover. Let's see. Zhaohu is the third best mid laner, which I think, what was it? Rookie was the best player at Worlds last year. He's not even in the top 4 at mid laners in China. Which, I mean, Rookie has had a bad year. Obviously, had those personal issues and stuff like that. But he's still damn good. And the fact that he's not even in the top 4 mid laner here, you could argue possibly not even top 5 with, what's his name? Not Maple. I do like Maple, but not Maple. Kuro. I think Kuro's had a fantastic year on BLG as well. But yeah, that's. I would love to see. Yeah, really. Let's see if we can see mid laners. Knight, Scout. Hell, Scout. How did I forget about Scout? Yeah. Honestly, Rookie might not even be top 6 in the LPL. That's insane. That's insane. LPL is stacked. But yeah. We got Doinb versus Zhao, I think Doinb wins, but no, they're absolutely going at the top lane. TN, I expect to fully camp with Gimgoon against Longshu. Like, they're going to be... LWX has been fantastic this split, but they're going to be like LWX and Crisp, survive. I think they can. Like, I did pick RNG already, and I definitely think that RNG, with the way they play against top, that they probably could beat FunPlus, just because they're machine. When pressure's on, I believe RNG has a lot more experience when the pressure's on compared to FunPlus. And this is a final, so if FunPlus goes down 2 games, it's going to be really hard, I think, for them to come back. Compared to if RNG's down 2 games. Even if FunPlus is up 2 games, that pressure to close the series might be really hard, where RNG might be more calm and cool with Uzi and Karsa. Longshu actually, he hasn't been to the playoffs, or he hasn't been deep in the playoffs, has he? I don't know enough about the history of LPL, unfortunately, but I don't think so. But Zhaohu, the rest of the team, definitely has been. And it's gonna be a tough series. This one's gonna be a 3-2 either way. I think that it's gonna be how well can Doinb beat Zhaohu by himself, while TN and Gimgoon, how well can they shut down Longshu in the top lane, while will Uzi and Ming be able to take over against LWX and Crisp? I mean, you have such good players on all 5. Just like reading that off, I'm like, damn, I am so glad these 2 teams are going to Worlds, because I just want to see the best teams at Worlds all the time, and just like those 2 are definitely like the best teams right now. And then even between IG top, as long as JDG doesn't go to Worlds, I'm okay. Like, even hell, I'll take Billy. Billy has some exciting games, but yeah, I want top or IG for the most part. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go RNG 3-2, just because I don't think when the pressure is on that FunPlus Phoenix has enough experience in that scenario. I think it's going to be really, really, really close. Like, I picked it originally, and I'm going to stick to that prediction. You guys actually, Idol and Ryan, you guys are the reason I picked the RNG, and then, like, just thinking about it, it made more sense. Because I'm either way on this matchup. This is a really... If I pick RNG, it's like a 55% chance I think RNG wins this, 45% chance FunPlus Phoenix. It's close. It's very close. But with that, I think we will wrap up this podcast. I'm so excited to watch this. This is on Friday, I believe. Let's double check real quickly. But this is don't spoil me of any of the minor regions. I haven't watched any of those yet. I still got to watch those tomorrow because it's Labor Day and I get that day off. So I'll be watching those all day. And yeah, I'm so excited. Wednesday, we have Billy versus Top. And then, yeah, Friday. So Friday and 4 a.m. on Friday is FunPlus Phoenix and RNG. So I will be looking forward to that immensely. But yeah, thank you guys for coming to watch. Tomorrow we'll be making our gauntlet predictions for NA. That's going to be exciting. I think let's do a little sneak peek if we can for the LCS. Let's go to the regional finals. Just a little sneak peek. Clutch. It's gonna be Clutch or CLG probably. Oh, you already missed my LCK one? Yeah, that was a quick one. I've had some really quick podcasts the last 3 weeks, and I predicted SKT to win. I thought that it would have been a 3-0, I believe. I don't remember what I picked. I picked SKT to win though. But yeah, they've been very very quick because I've been recovering from recovering from vacation and just being tired at night pretty much. But anyway, thank you guys for coming to watch, and I'll talk to you tomorrow about NA, and then we'll talk Tuesday about LCK. We still got to talk Gauntlet there, and we'll talk about SKT being the champs again and how far they can go to Worlds. Anyway, good night, guys, and I'll if you're watching the stream, we'll be streaming the horror game in about 15 minutes from now, so stay tuned for that. Good night.